Hello student, today our topic of discussion is resource and development. I have already mentioned about some important topics from this chapter in my previous video, but still I have to mention some more important points from this chapter. So first of all, we have to start with the definition of resource. What do you mean by resource? So everything available in our environment which we can use for our which we can use to satisfy our needs, so we can simply call it as a resource. So we can say that which satisfy our needs, we can simply call it as a resource. So resource can be classified into two categories. One is natural resource, another is human resource. In natural resource we found renewable resource, non-renewable resource. Renewable resource means reproduce or replenishable. So in renewable resources we found continuous flow, wind and water, that means it is found in abundant in nature, and biological means natural vegetation and wildlife. So these are found in abundant in nature, but if we not maintain these resources carefully, then in future it may be cause very serious problems for human beings. Now we talk about non-renewable resources. Here non-renewable means not reproduce. So in non-renewable resource we found recyclable and non-recyclable. So recyclable means some metals we have to be recycled. So these are also come in category that in non-renewable resource. And a non-renewable resource means minerals and fossil fuels which take millions or we can say million years to their formation. Now we talk about humans. So human are categorized in structure and situation and quality and quantity. So this is, we can say that this is a simple classification of resources. Now student, after classification of resources we found land resource in this chapter. So we can say that India has land under variety of relief features. Okay, so these relief features are plain, mountain and plateau. So we can say that 43% of the land area is plain. Okay, so this plain area provide facility of agriculture and industry. Okay, so we can simply say that India has land under variety of relief features, and these relief features are plain, mountain and plateau. So first of all we talk about plain land. So 43% of the land area is plain and is provide agricultural industry, or we can say this provide the facility of agriculture and industry. Next we talk about 30%. So 30% of the land area is mountain, or it ensure perennial flow of some rivers. So it ensure perennial flow of some river, and obviously it provide facility for tourism, because people are more interested or more attracted to visit mountain area. And next we talk about plateau. So 27% of the land area, we can say yes, 27% of the land area is plateau. So this plateau area provide, or we can say it ensure rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuel and forest. Okay, so this is a simple kind of we can say land under different relief we found in India. Now we talk about our third topic, that is land use pattern. Okay, so here I'm just presenting general land use categories of 1960 to 61, this pie diagram, and this pie diagram shows 2014 to 15. Okay, so this pie diagram shows two different years of land use pattern of India. From this pie diagram, we can analyze some points of land use pattern of India. So first of all, we talk about forest. So we can simply analysis from this diagram that in 1960s to 61, forest is 18.11, and in 2014 it was 23.3%. so it was slightly increased, forest area slightly increased in 2014 to 15, but we can say that here it is far below from the scientific norms. Now next we talk about net shown area, which is 46.26% is in 1960 to 61, and in 2014 to 15 45.26% is, we can say that it is decrease. So we can say that decrease means what? Agricultural land now shifted from another activity. So this is not a healthy trend, it must be checked. So now government has taken different steps. So now we can say that slightly increase the percentage whatever we found in today's day. Now next we talk about our last point, that is permanent pasture. Okay, so permanent pasture is 4.7% in 1960 to 61, and here in permanent pasture is 3.3%. So it is, we can say, very low. So now what do you mean by permanent pasture? Permanent pasture means natural grassland area which is unplowed for many years, okay, or we can say for long period, and this land type is used by domesticated livestock such as cattle, sheep. So we can say then when this permanent pasture land is low, that means pressure of this livestock population on agricultural land. So these 3 points we can simply analysis from this land use pattern, whatever we found in 1960 to 61 from this pie diagram, and from this 2014 to 15, this 3 point is very important, which we explain in our exam. Now we talk about what is the reason behind this change, whatever we found in these 2 years. What is the reason? So we can say that first one is growing population. So this is a first one reason, that growing population, okay, growing population. And second one is urbanization, and third one is industrialization. So these are the 3 points that we can explain that when we found the change in land use pattern in 2014 to 15, land use which we found today, it was changed due to these 3 reasons: growing population, urbanization and industrialization. So that's all for today. Thank you.